Go live here. We are live right now.
Is this the NFT anonymous meeting?
Welcome to the show. Yeah, no, this is definitely NFT anonymous. Thank you for coming. We're going to tell all of our stories about how NFTs, I was going to say, like, to carry the joke on, like, ruined our lives, but for most of us, it's the exact opposite. It's completely and totally changed our lives for the better. We're not good at this anonymous thing. Yeah, so we got Lisa and EOS USA here, basically family at this point. They are working with Alien World, so they do a bunch of other stuff as well. And mostly, I wanted to let everybody know we've got the blog post up for the Uplift rail sale. It's uplist only. The only way to get on the uplist is to basically have impressed someone who is a recruiter for it. We empowered the best people we could find who are building the most, helping the most, being win-win-win the most. We gave them all invites. And they have the power to actually bring people into the uplist. I can assure you that DMing me, begging me to get into the uplist is the perfect way to never, ever, ever get on the uplist, at least through me. Maybe somebody else will help you. But I sure as hell will not. And no, and it's the whole point of this was to not only, grow a little slower, put a little, put some brakes on the bot situation for buying. And, we're going to open other stuff up, too. So this is just like a thing we wanted to work on and iterate, try out, to really focus on community. Like, how do we, gather the people that are bringing the most value and the most kindness and the most gratitude and the most win-win to the community? And how do we kind of heap benefits on them? So this is the first version of the uplist. There, it's going to be ongoing. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep getting better at it. If anybody has any, better ideas about how we could get better at it, by all means, let me know. I'm sure those ideas will exist. Anyway, that sale starts tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I mostly, the reason why I'm ranting about this, just to get this stuff out of the way right now. I know there's lots of questions about it. Again, go see the blog post and the pin post in the Telegram. But we're testing this out too. This is the very top corner of the map. And this is the very bottom corner of the map in Uplift.
I mean, that's one hell of an X.
And this is the very top corner in Uplift.
That is really cool, actually.
And this is the very bottom corner in Uplift. Yeah, so we basically made a globe and wrapped it around.
It's like playing Pac-Man. You can go in and out of one place.
Exactly. And this is the top one. Sorry, this is super fun. I'm having way too much fun with this. Long story short, there's one on each corner, and it's going to go to the very opposite corner of this map. We're testing this out for the first time. We think there's going to be way more travel, in this entire map, which is going to increase the rewards for everyone. And of course, the outside rail is now going to have an opportunity to be a lot more valuable. And of course, the rail is the only thing that we're selling in Uplift for this one.
Is that going on all worlds? Because I'm pretty sure we have adjoining plots in the most southwest corner of, I think it's London.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think so. Sorry, this is our little office down here. I think if this works the way that we think it's going to work, then I think be prepared to see something like this on the other maps. But we're sort of we're testing stuff out, right? So we're gonna reserve the right to move them around. So anybody thinking they should just buy depending on what happens to be in place on any given day, that might work, it might not, right? Because we're still testing stuff out.
Hey, there you go. You should use the nemesis mentality. Is just, you can enter the portal in the same spot. Where you go may be a random throw of the die.
Well, yeah, right. We even and I don't think this is possible, but even if we had set teleporters that again, we want to really sort of plug the very outside of the map in more, because most people are just doing /spawn and going right back to the middle anyway, right? And that's we're sort of encouraging people to use travel, which of course goes over a lot of people's land and makes people more rewards. That's the thing that we're sort of trying to tie together. But yeah, I think it'll be good. To have 1 out of every 50 just drops you somewhere else. You're this was normal. Why am I on top of a mountain or under some lava? Damn it, not again. Anyway, let's do some gratitudes, and then I want to check out the giant Robotron, because I haven't seen any updates in what feels like 18 years.
The teleport lottery sounds like a great idea to me.
Right? Add some gamification to it.
Yeah, exactly. We also Mike, I just got a test in from the punch sign get thing functionality. Yeah. It looks like it's gonna need some tweaking, but it looks like it works. Actually, you know what? Too, I'll after the huddle today, remind me today, and I'll send you the link to it so you can kind of take a look at it, see if you come up with the same tweaks that we do. But yeah, long story short, everybody, you're gonna be able to put a sign up on your land. It's gonna send a signal out to the blockchain. Projects will be able to assign meaning or functionality to that data output for whatever you guys want to do. Maybe it's like releasing NFTs, maybe it's mining a currency, maybe it's just like saying hello. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. So we're super excited about that.
I am thankful for the sign punching feature.
You stole mine, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, no. Hey, look, if anybody's been as adamant about that, because EOS USA can take that and go so far.
I know. Like, that's a lot of this. There's a few projects like Crypto Monkeys has been on our mind, and a few others, but almost no one is more set to. You've been thinking about this and kind of creating stuff around this for a long time. So we're super excited to see what you come up with, because I think and you set it up for Alien Worlds as a service for other people too, right? Which I absolutely love about you. You figure out how to do it yourself, and then you figure out how to package that and show other NFT projects and other projects how to make use of it. And that's an epic value add, super win-win-win for the whole ecosystem. So
the general idea of EOS USA, or EOS USA Games, is to do the nerd stuff so everybody else can focus on what they want to do the most, like art, projects, and all that. So
I love how when you said it, like when you were talking about punch sign get NFT, you actually raised your fists. Like, that was great.
I'm telling you. Probably on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, I go in there and what feature do you want? Sign punch. I don't care. Sign punch.
Very consistent.
That is the conduit to the whole next level of the world.
I agree.
We focus on automation and even reporting and stuff like that, statistics. So that really will help bridge that gap. So it's a hard gap to bridge.
It is. Even for us. And this is just going to be an internal database thing, but we've been talking about creating this like fun, goofy, once a day you come to enter.theuplift.world and you click on the Uplift logo and you get like one Upliftium. It's just some stupid like game that I would FOMO myself into because I'm a total nerd and a degen. But imagine hiding signs all over the world that, you punch it, you just get some Upliftium, right? And we would just hide them all over the place. And, maybe you punch one of the ones that gets 1 to 100 Upliftium. Maybe you punch one of the ones that gets 10,000. I don't know, right? But like, you just this idea existing, in a testing phase for an hour started all the ideas working just for me personally, right? And when you times that by the 150 plus projects that are working and kind of having fun inside the Uplift now, it's just gonna be fucking crazy pants. Anyway, Lisa Chandler, it's really, really good to see you. What are you grateful for this morning?
I haven't seen you in forever, it feels like. So it's great to see you guys too, especially you, Corey. Yeah, here you've been traveling the sea. Yeah. I was living on a boat for a few days. And then after about a 6-day vacation, I got back, and 12 hours later, I had to fly out to Austin for a meeting with the Legend.art team, which was epic. Stayed there for almost a week. And then been just trying to catch up ever since. It's almost sort of working, kind of. It's fun stuff, though. But yeah, 2 weeks is like 15 years in NFT time. Busy lately. It is. It's amazing how much happens in a month. I would say it's like a year used to be. It's absolutely incredible every day. Because all of us in these games, we're on 24/7. Our channels are open. Our many channels of communication and engagement are open all the time. So it's, the more people working on something, the more engagement. It's exponential, and there's always new opportunities. It's really quite amazing. I mean, in the old days, if we could have gotten people to work like this around the clock, we would have been thrilled. But there was no model for it.
Right.
But these days, it's nonstop.
That's interesting. Fun. That's for sure.
It's a historic time. It's really amazing.
I couldn't agree more. So Lisa, what are you grateful for? I'll throw it up.
Sarah McKenna.
How do I? It's SARO, and how do I spell McKenna? Just so I don't screw that up.
McKenna with a big K. Well, I guess it's all. She's one of the founders of Alien Worlds, as you know, because you guys have interviewed her and know her as well. But she has been an incredible mentor to me the past 6 months, because we're at the 6-month anniversary of Alien World,
right?
And have
can't believe it's
helping out
like
since January, and even more so in February.
Only 6 months, right?
Like, I was gonna say,
like
how crazy is that? Like we're building this like the where we do our teen gratitudes or whatever, right? And we're doing a month every floor, and we're only on the 3rd floor. I'm like, that every time I go down there, I'm like, that can't be right. And yeah, Alien Worlds, I feel like Alien Worlds has been part of the bedrock of our society for years, and it's been 6 months. It's crazy. That part's crazy.
I know. I can't believe it. I feel like we should have a party or something, but
I agree.
I'm not sure. We'll see what.
Are we having a party right now?
I mean, yeah.
But it does seem like, doesn't it seem like it seems like at least a year or two, but so much has happened. I think Alien Worlds is around 2.2 million player accounts altogether so far. And I just looked this morning, I think in the past 24 hours, it's 219,000 players are mining in the past day. Sorry, not hour, past day.
That's hardcore.
Hours. So it's a lot of people. A lot
right?
of people. Yeah. And,
that's huge.
Thanks.
I'll go.
Yeah, all right, Jay, go ahead.
I think Twitter has around 50,000 people, and our various social channels are anywhere from 10 to 50,000 people. It's it's been truly amazing. I think we have around 150 Explorer communities or friends of the metaverse, like communities that are playing into Alien World. So there's a new Explorer Station website, which you can get to from alienworlds.io, that shares all the different communities now, and starting to add promotions and ways to engage with them, which is really exciting. So it's growing. There's a lot happening. It's amazing every day. Every single day it's something new. New people are creating new ways for explorers to engage, and new content is getting created. It's I'm really grateful to have the time to be here and to be a part of this time in history, because I do think it's going to world works and engages people in the coming years. So it's very humbling. Glad to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah, I agree. It's really cool to be here in this point in time in history. So that kind of leads into my gratitude, actually. I'm grateful for all uplifters and NFT friends of the Z, because we're going to rock it to amazing levels with a capital Z, because I got nothing else that I can say about Z. Don't sleep on NFTs with a Z.
Yep. Nailed it. Howie, good morning.
Good morning. I'm grateful for positive people and positive thoughts.
Oh, sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm grateful for positive people and positive thoughts.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I mean, especially in crypto, people can get riled up or upset, and I mean, I know different people have different ways to deal with it, but like for me, I just have to remember that like what I'm frustrated about now won't be the same thing that I'm frustrated about 5 minutes ago. And I will have forgot what happened 5 minutes before because it will seem like a year ago, right? Like it's just it's really...
Yeah, I'm just always frustrated about something being broken. So I guess the topic stays the same.
And I mean, I don't really need to like have negative thoughts because like if I just need to smile, I just have to find a conversation somewhere in the deep dark depths of Telegram, whereby Michael USA and Anders are happen to be in the same room at the same time because that always makes me smile. That's awesome.
Every time, it's like an automatic giggle fest every single time.
That's services that EOS USA and EOS Sweden provide and bring to the community. Glad we could be your humor of choice.
Right, block producer and comedy deliverers.
Full service companies, baby.
Right, nailed it. Awesome. All right, well, hey, do you want to, Mike? Do you want to walk outside and show us, like, maybe just give us a tour of the digs?
I can. I got to get back over to that server.
Oh, sorry.
I was working the farm. There we go. All right, I'm here. Do y'all want to come and join with me, or do you just want to?
I'll come over there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why my feed isn't streaming anymore.
I'll put it up. There you go. You got it.
Oh, he has control of it. Oh, I just had a little black box. Whoa.
That was up close and personal. Hello, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I
was in you. Excuse me.
Ooh, that got dark real quick.
Yeah.
I had this experience with Darren where I was like teleporting him to me because he was building something and of Graffiti Kings, and he was sleeping, but I didn't want to like kill him or drop him into like a wall or something, so I just like would teleport him like 100 feet in the air. But it's funny because he would just appear and then fall like to the ground. And I must have done that like 10 times. I'm such a geek, but it was so fun. I couldn't
got the dark humor out of being bloop.
Yeah, I mean it was good. But yeah, so we're here today to. There's a lot that you guys are involved with in the alien worlds, and KROWN, and Michael's got his own plot today. But I think today we're going to focus a little bit on the Robotron build, and hopefully if we get time to go over and check out Lisa, what's going on over there in the KROWN plot with CSX and stuff like that. Michael, we'll probably have to have you on for a gratitude tour of the amazing stuff that you're doing over there at some point in the not too distant future. I wandered over there the other day. I opened a door and I accidentally let 2 cows out. I'm sorry, but I couldn't figure out how to get them back in. So
the princess has been saying, "Hey, we got to go get the cows." The Endermen pull the block, and then they get out of the pen, and then they wander all around. And no, I'll probably just go breed a whole bunch more and just lay waste to them and take the leather. But
yeah,
there's plenty more down on another floor. So that's a pretty.
Yeah, I did not raid him. I fessed up to the 2 cows I accidentally let out. Well, don't be starting rumors there, Anders.
Well, yeah, he's gonna come llama bomb me. So
llama bomb.
I've threatened it on a couple of.
What is this?
Anyway, as for the topic at hand, right? So yeah, we got a lot of other stuff. Happy to come on and talk about all the other things. But as for today, I think we're going to kind of take a little bit of a look around alien worlds and the Robotron build, which I had a lot of fun doing. But
it's really cool, man.
For any of those that don't know, this is one of the characters in the Alien World game. It's like the icon for the collection and on like Atomic Hub and stuff like that. So it's very recognizable to me. So I decided, hey, why not give it a shot? And so kind of started building it, and then just went American on it. And
he means big and ostentatious.
Yeah, there you go, right? What does American other than a forehead touching the clouds, right?
Exactly,
I had
exactly.
to lower it 10 blocks just because like his eyes were in the clouds, and I was like, well, I kind of lose a lot of effect. Is you know, I want you to be able to at least see it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
no, this build is awesome, man. I love it.
so this is one of my first builds in Uplift. So I mean, of course, I did the roller coaster and stuff like that, but like I say, this was fun. This kind of, you know, sculpting. So I like to say it's like MS Paint and Legos combined, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And you really don't have to be a you know, decade-old Minecraft veteran to be able to do it. I mean, some people have it, some people don't. You know, it's just, I don't know, almost a talent. But if you have some artistic.
All right, so can you come join me in here? Like, 'cause there's this ticket booth. I kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm picturing these, you know, gates like full of people, like lined up, and there's these signs at the end, right? And so, like, at some point in a pre-described moment, you could be like, "All right, go punch sign for a train ticket," almost like you've been preparing for this moment all your life.
Yeah, and so it's like somebody's been begging for it and setting things
Right?
up. You know?
And you get it, and you get a ticket, and like that ticket will eventually, you know, I think we could set it up so that if we created a region in here, it could be the only way you could get in there. Right? You have to have that ticket in your wallet to get in this room.
Can you do like door permissions or I mean, would
So,
you just almost
I don't know
wall
about-
that and just run into
I
a
think
wall?
I don't know about door permissions. I think it would actually just, although that's a possibility. I'll look because like that could be a thing. I just haven't heard about it yet. I think the easiest thing is just to do pass through deny on a region, and it basically like having that NFT whitelists you to that region. So you know, if you don't have the ticket, you literally just bang your head into an invisible wall. If you do have the ticket, it goes all the way through. Although right now, for that to work in our system, you'd have to like, I think you'd have to like log out and log back in. So we have a few things we need to work out on there to make it like a seamless kind of thing. But like it's all doable. Just super fun. Anyway, I just love this. Even too, like get all the way down here and you know, maybe you get a ticket for something else or an NFT or freaking something. I don't know. But like
there's 2 lines.
Right? Yeah. I like that it's red versus blue. It's very, very American of you.
Yeah, let's say. I mean, it gives a little bit of contrast for those 2
right.
lines. And of course, yeah, I have a little bit of an affinity to it. So
sure, it looks awesome though.
Well, thank you. Like I say, so kind of, you know, started with 2 things. Was one, I just started building Robotron. You know, hey, let's see if I can do it. And, you know, big and audacious, and of course, you know, that's I think a theme inside of Uplift, right? That's part of the point of
for
getting
sure.
So, you know, built the head and kind of built, you know, the framework and structure and everything. And then ultimately,
did you actually plan everything, Michael, like beforehand, or did you just go with it and just?
I mean, it was all freehand. I could be honest. What I did is I pulled up a picture of the card, which is a 2D image of, you know, Robotron, and I just put them side by side and just went back and forth and back and forth. And it's like MS Paint. You know, you zoom in.
That's super cool, man.
It really is. I remember when it was all like it was all hollow, right? You had all the space, and then he starts making these things, and these things are like legit offices that are gonna get filled up, right? Like the Cabal's got an office in here, and like. You know, what was it? This one, I think it's this one right here, right? The Cabal. If you haven't heard of them, Google it. Maybe don't Google it. That probably won't work. But you get the idea.
Probably can get you a lot of non-related cabals.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And on a couple of blacklists, which you probably don't want.
Yeah, probably, right? Nobody needs that. Instead of flying, I'm taking the stairs up here because like this part, when you first showed me this thing, I was like, what? Like, it's all cavernous and like freaking cool and stuff.
I got you. Yeah. So of course, yeah. So I built it, and then you know ended up with this big sculpture and you know a massive building. And I was like, all right, well, what do you do with all the real estate, right? So then it was kind of, you know, we've got a lot of you know departments and projects and you know different things around Alien World. So that's kind of where the idea of the different little respective areas, and then of course up here in the head, you know, it was a big open kind of cavern. So of course the observation deck, Now,
Yeah, I'm at the observation deck. Yeah, I stole the camera at the observation deck right now. You want to come take a selfie at the official selfie spot with me?
there you go. Right. Well, and you'll see the. Let's see. Am I in front? Where you at? There you are. Am I looking the right way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So of course, you know me. I mean, always the marketing, always the plotter. You know, when we did the selfie hotspot, I was like, all right, I'll make a selfie hotspot here on the observation deck.
Yeah.
And then I realized that everybody was going to be doing exactly what we did. So hey, if you're going to be taking a picture, so that's when I went out here and I built this big ass sign.
Right, and it looks really, really amazing at night too.
Yeah, and obviously clothes and everything. So in the back, I selfie bombed every single one of those selfie uplift pics. If you were going to be here, you were going to have the Alien World website in it.
Right? You guys know what's up. You guys know what's up.
And trying to think of, I mean, this will probably be, some galleries of some, information and art and stuff like that. So still kind of, using it as a palette and working with Lisa to kind of identify what exactly might be the best use for it.
Did you guys think about anything what to do with the community plots for that one?
What do you mean the community?
Like the smaller ones around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're debating. Of course, you can kind of see there's some grand plans, and you can even see some of my measuring sticks and things out there for things that are planned, which I won't spill the beans on, but obviously there's hope to be a little bit more out here as we develop and flesh out the theme for the park. So
yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be projects that need so much space that they just keep them all, which
for sure.
is allowed, right? Like it's entirely up to any project what they want to do with those 50 by 50s. And it's not like you guys, are building small or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see how it all percolates out. I kind of love that water tower.
I'm probably in tune with having it as real estate and putting, more information about, because it's the community plot and there's, a great platform to get information about things out. But yeah, I mean, of course, the first one's kind of set up for a gateway. Or gateway,
right,
so to say.
Right.
And it looks like my neighbor has built a monstrous tower.
Right? Yeah, that water tower. Have you seen it yet?
I just saw it for the first time. Like say, I've been over in Gratitude, hadn't been over here, so I just that's popped up in the last week or so, I'd say. Speaking of which, as we head our way over here, you had tagged one of these plots, and I'm trying to remember. It's either Nat Daddy or Bullshipples that got the plot that you said congratulations in the future. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
There's a sign here that you put up that said to the future owner, congrats, and it was when we were moving Robotron over from the old world to here.
Right.
And I tell you, I can move it closer to the rails. Move it. I want you to see it from the rails, right? And you're like, man, whoever gets this rail,
it's gonna be good. Do we know who owns this one?
Yeah, it's either the two of them. Actually, this walkway I think is right about the line of one of the plots.
Okay.
So I think Martin owns one, and Nat Daddy owns the other one here. So I've reached out to both of them, and I'm like, hey, just so you know.
That's awesome.
You got some prime real estate here. Obviously, neither one of them particularly wants to part with it. Totally cool. But hey, we should at least work together. Make it seamless.
For sure.
Like I say, I've got this gap right here. Is that it's rail. It's a drop off of 4 blocks that I can't really do much about, and then it's our plot. So, got to have that partnership with the rail owners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't hate the number of situations where partnerships are kind of required. That's just some cool opportunities for win-win-win.
I guess, but I've always been curious about what about the ones that are locked up, the ones that are either nobody's paying attention to them because they just own them and sit on them, or I've got packs I haven't even opened, because
So what you're saying is you're the problem.
I'm part of the problem.
The thing is, so I think the way I see that, I mean, we're not in a hurry, right? And I think there comes a point where hopefully the pack openings will happen. It becomes more obvious over time, years, where the holes are you know, in the world where, you know, nothing has been built or there's still opportunities. And I think the opportunities in those spaces where nothing is built, like not in 2 months, not in 3 months, maybe not even 6 months, but like 2 years from now, when this map is just wall to wall riot of awesome shit going on, and there's spaces, you know, we're gonna have a map that works. That's gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to send, you know, messages or offers to the people that own that land, assuming they've opened the packs, right? And you know, the people that haven't opened the packs, we're just, it's Ken Bozak, that fuck. Who just refuses to open packs sometimes. I freaking love that guy. But yeah, I think there's going to be more value and more pressure, right? At some point, the potential value for those could get to a point where it just becomes absolutely. Can you imagine, like, is somebody sitting on like an Alien Worlds piece of land right now? Like, wow, are you dense? It's crazy.
If I remember right, oh no, it was our plot, which is catty corner to this one. I think all 3 of the 100 by 100s are unclaimed.
Really?
Maybe one of them is, but I remember looking at that and being like, huh, wonder where those are.
Right?
But yeah, they're out there. But yeah, you can go ahead. I'm probably not quite the stack that Bozak has, but yeah, add me to the list of, I'm sitting on some land somewhere in all 3 plots. Well, I don't know. I assume all 3 plots.
Yeah.
Are out worlds.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Like Metaverse did a cool thing whereby they're just like gonna, you know, not allow the packs to be opened after a certain date and time. But you know, we're a Metaverse, right? And so if those packs sit there for like a year or 2 years or 5 years even, and there's that one open space in the world, I think it's going to be kind of cool, right? Like I can just go there and get away from, you know, the noise,
right?
Just sit down, have a picnic on the rail that's like, you know, unique and natural. It'll become like a Uplift World Heritage Monument, really. Put up a sign that says this what happens when you don't open packs. And
what I was about to say, which pack was that? I got to make sure that I go open them.
Right. Hey, TC, I am at it's basically 4,000, 4,000 and 1,200 for Robotron.
Oh, coordinates? Yeah. I think it's, we'll give her I don't know. I'm on the screen.
I just went and looked at the map.
So I'll throw it up.
Give or take.
Yeah.
I think the coordinates are at in the description below the YouTube video as well.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I was looking at the new maps. How awesome is it that we have the maps back?
Oh, I love those maps. I'd almost gotten used to not having it because I never loaded the in-game add-in or anything like that. So I mean, I really just there goes some cards. I really just, you know, blindly stumbled around. But I luckily, you know, here's Robotron. I don't have to head too far, and then you'll recognize some logo up here, catty corner.
I mean, you're going the wrong way because the awesome plot is the other way. You know, the one that your friend has a logo in the water.
Like I say, so I had to put that one up there.
That's a pretty good logo, though. I like it.
It is. And then I've got my render distance on. If I go over there and make it render, it'll stay in whenever I look over there. Hey, look.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So, anyway. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, while we're here, I can at least kind of give them the rundown on what they saw.
I mean, the render distance for the EOS USA logo is pretty cool, but the render distance for the Robotron is kind of freaky, almost. Actually.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Like I say, I intentionally, and I always try to build things for, yes, we're all running shaders. And of course I got my, you know, render distance up to the max so it can have as much of a, you know, immersive experience. But like when Corey, you'll remember how picky I was about put it right here because the default render distance from the far rail was right there that you could see Robotron in the default with no shaders, with no jacked up settings. Mm-hmm. And be able to get their attention, right? You know, there's some mentality behind, I don't know, user engagement that we at least try to take into account. But yeah, so like I say, coming through, got some kiosks out here, and of course, you know, Lisa being quiet in the corner over there. You know, got your Lisa's coffee shop.
Right. I actually just flipped over to the Silders shader, so I haven't been messing around with those in a while. Definitely slower, but so pretty.
I liked I saw the meteor shooting across on your
Right?
shader.
That's the Astralex one. It's not the it's not the most magically looking thing, but I really love it.
So Michael, do you have like a preferred build that you've done in the Uplift yet? Is this the one, or do you just like love them all the same kind of thing?
Well, each one's kind of, unique, and I don't know, it's kind of, got memories about, because it doesn't happen in an hour, right? So it's kind of,
Right,
just process. Like, I don't know, I was building a bridge over there in Gratitude, and it was working on it yesterday. My 5-year-old princess is starting to get into Minecraft because she loves the block game, but so that was kind of something that we were working on and building together. So I'll always remember this bridge was Father's Day 2021, There's a bell clock tower that's built over on our plot that, there's a sign on it that says built with my 4-year-old princess, and I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but those are probably, I'd say, my more memorable one.
Yeah, that's kind of my question. That's what I wanted to hear. Like, because I think some people like told me something like that in these shows as well. Sometimes you make a really big build for this project or whatever. The ones that they really, really treasure, like it's just a small place that they go out and just like have time for themselves and just have a special memory, like you and your daughter. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's like asking an artist which one's your favorite piece. Well, I mean, they're all kind of unique and art, but it's much more the background behind it. Or I mean, Robotron's been a fun one because it's evolving into so much. I mean, we're doing a lot of things with it. Lisa's got a lot of great grand ideas, and I'm trotting along just trying to put blocks where I can to keep up with them. But,
have you been much in game as well, Lisa, or you don't do much of the building?
Oh yeah. I haven't done much building.
She'll hop in here with me every now and then.
Over in Crown. But I do more planning at this point. So we've gone on many tours, many flybys to lay it out and figure out what, how it could best integrate with everything that is a priority for us to be doing at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Still, it's a lot of fun. I can see with all the projects that you guys have, like it must be pretty fun to plan around because there's just space for so much creativity, right? And then just looking at this, I've actually not been inside of that. That's really super cool. So much detail in that build.
Well, like I say, it's just kind of slowly coming together and piecing, this, that, and the other.
I mean, and what makes it like 100 times better? I've been in here a few times, but I didn't realize that you just put two. I knew that you built it yourself. I knew that you designed it yourself, but I didn't know you did that with like 2 screens side by side. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's how I don't know. I guess call me an artist. That's why I say it's like MS Paint. So I'll take a picture, I'll go and I'll run it through like an online pixelation, or got a little like I don't have Adobe or any of that. I don't need it. So I just make it look, well, this is what it would look like pixelated at this, resolution. And then I just started building it, and I built out the head and built a square, and made it and then rounded it out and just kind of slowly, did the typical, the artist go in close, make a little swatch of paint and then back out and see how it looks. Right. And then go in and, no, that's not quite round. That looks too flat, and just back and forth and back and forth. So,
no, it is super great. Corey, we should also check out KROWN, the coordinates as well. That's I want to see what they've been doing over there. They've got some cool stuff.
Yeah, let's go over there.
2700 by 1600 is the coordinates.
I just fly over there because I know where it is.
I mean, how often do you fly over to the plot that your other neighbor has? Because I didn't see you over there. But to be fair, I haven't been in Genesis, and you can't fly in Gratitude. So
I'll be honest with you. I know Princess actually got over there because she rides the rails and just kind of goes and looks at random stuff.
That's awesome.
And I remember looking over and seeing the Generios logo.
Yeah, I like it.
That place.
I like it. I'm excited. We're gonna actually definitely have you back in the next week or two to go through the Gratitude. I might even I might even try to convince Cowie to do a triple whammy, because you're right next to me and also Yoshi. So it might be kind of cool to give that southern sector, the one that's coming for you, Anders, like full credit as it deserves, because we've got like people down there that are awesome, and we're gonna build our own little community of like things that aren't temples but are equally as awesome. That's our plan. Are you still out there, Anders? Because we're coming for you.
Oh, I think you. I found somebody. Oh, Scrons. What's up, Scrons?
Oh, Scrons. I like Scrons, actually. He comes and joins. He comes and joins us a lot. It's great.
Yeah, he's always around.
Oh, awesome. Let's go try and take a selfie with him.
Oh. He's building an ant farm in the Uplift.
Yeah, I heard about this. I also heard he's got like 18 trillion freaking fans on TikTok.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Which is cool. All right, I made it over. Here. Hi, Brian. Up, buddy.
Oh, there goes the redstone. I think during the move, some of the circuitry got boinked, but it seems to be doing it now.
And there's something out in the ocean in front of you guys that's
oh, the beacons?
Yeah. Damn.
Or
Daniel.
the Hulk behind it.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's right. This is where the Hulk is.
Little mob craft.
That's crazy Enderman in there.
This is some weird shit over here.
Right?
Huh.
That's kind of fancy.
Well, there you go, Lisa. I don't know if you've been over there, but you got a neighbor.
You got neighbors now.
Are they drooling?
I think they are.
Cute.
No, I think it's the Enderman, isn't it?
The one on top, yeah.
Yeah,
the ones on the bottom are like zombified little Minecraft people.
It's a family, though. It's a mom, a dad, and a baby. They say she's got a little flower in her hair.
Lisa, what are you putting in that coffee?
It's beautiful.
All the good stuff.
Let's say that's pre-coffee.
Maybe it is pre-coffee, right? You should work with them. That's the entrance to like Lisa's coffee house. Before and after, I like it.
I think it's actually before the move. There was a entrance that kind of went into it, but it seems to have disappeared. Anyway, so you might recognize this logo.
I could be wrong.
I'll let you go ahead and talk about it a little bit, Lisa, if you want.
Well, sure. Yeah, actually, I think since the move, I think some of the things maybe haven't been put back yet. So we might be missing the beach with the CSX logo. But there's behind the KROWN, there's an area that Greg built that has a farm and some various things, that a little house and things that people might need in the future. But we have quite a few things we haven't built out yet. I attempted a coffee shop, but I did, quite frankly, a really poor job of the coffee shop. So I'm actually quite in shock that I haven't finished that, since that was the first thing I started to do. But yeah, but Greg had some fun here building a little house for us.
You guys will appreciate. I just had gratitude. PTSD is that I saw somebody walk up on me and wanted to whack them because I thought they were a zombie.
Oh no!
I know.
Well, they're green now. Oh no, they're kind of blue.
I was gonna say they're diamonds.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know Scrons, Scrons joined us on the Edge of Obscurity a couple weeks ago, and he was on there. Scrons was on there for our Metaforce Journeys episode.
Cool.
With Recurrier. And he basically gave us a fashion show, and it was the most hilarious thing of all time. Scrawns has moves, man. Like, we're actually planning a fashion show just because of Scrawns, and we're gonna do that somewhere, sometime. Potentially even on the edge of obscurity in Lars's office at the top of Shift Tower, just because of dark pinups, and why not have a fashion show up there with Minecraft characters? It seems like it would work, right?
Yeah.
But ask Cowie. Cowie will attest. Like those were some sweet moves, man.
No, it was super fun. He initially just started like showing up a little bit, and then here and then like he started to actually go around and change clothes. Like, so he put different armors on, then just like went around, this went all the way back, and then came like, crouching down, like look from one side or the other. It was really, really fun. It was actually, he was using Minecraft mechanics really well to do it. So
yeah, he had the duck swivel and twist all down to one move. It was brilliant. It was really good. There's some ladder work in there, some like incognito changing. It was really good.
It's actually being like a really nice part of the show overall, right? Like just people coming in and visiting the plots we're visiting, and then just doing things and interacting. It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is there? Oh nope, it's not here anymore. There used to be before the move, there was a pig in a minecart that would just go up and down and up and down. So,
hey, TC, I found your house, or one of your houses.
And this is the Crownlandia.
That's Greg's development. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Lisa. You can go.
Oh, I think that was the original thing that Greg built as the development center for Crownlandia. So I think he may have added another one over on the Crownlandia land too, but this is the original one.
This is the annex. And that was actually, I need to, I guess, clean that up. That was a fountain that we were playing around with building. And then this, I guess we can bounce over here to the fountain. So twofold. One, working with a project that was talking about working with water and light and mixing things together. And so ultimately, I don't know if you can see, but all of the individual fountains, they're all a feed of water, and then each of the combining chambers is actually switched and controlled off of the levers down there, and so you can make them match. And the idea was that you can turn on these two, and it ultimately will feed. And you'll see, you make a mixture of whatever you individually wanted to mix together. And like I say, there's some information and lore behind the project. I don't want to steal their thunder, but like I say, this was a big kind of fountain that was kind of working on, kind of playing with redstone. So like I say, you can turn all the lights and everything on. And of course,
wow, that's some fancy redstone work.
Right.
We'll go take a look at it, behind the scenes here in a second. But so anyway, you got a little observation so you can see the results, fruits of your labor. I think one of them was a selfie station. Yeah, there you go. And then
just wandering around a little bit, I think east of KROWN, found a Hustle House build. Oh, Metal Wars got a piece in here too. Look at that. I didn't see that yet. And there's a monkey arcade. I always knew, and I know I was joking about this 2 months ago that we weren't going to be able to keep up, but I genuinely cannot keep up.
It's tough. Like I say, I mean, there's so much going on, right? As just looking over and seeing stuff randomly fly by on the rails, you're like, wow. I mean, somebody, spend days nonstop or weeks off and on, and it's just, wow, it's amazing.
Right. So we're doing a couple things, right? Like Cowie and I have been talking behind the scenes about keeping this series going, where we're gonna continue on as People in Gratitude and Genesis, the communities build. I think it's gonna be really interesting too, because there's a couple things that we could do. Like I was joking around with Anders earlier, but I think it'd be really cool to connect some of the plots that are in regions together, get them on the streams together. I also think once the communities start coming in and building, it would be really cool to, you know, have some of the community members come into the central plot and go and look around, like what they've been doing or what they've been working on or collaborating on, you know, with those plots beyond there. As for the individual plots, there's, I can't keep up either, but there's like a kind of we're looking at jumpstarting the blog. So basically, I think I know Neon Space has done one. I think maybe the Hustle House has done one, and I've kind of stopped putting them out recently. But I want to collect like basically origin stories from anyone out there who's a builder. I mean, even if you're not connected to a project, we want to start populating the blog with pictures or videos. Like, I don't care if you want to sing a song with a guitar like Adam Sandler about your plot, like as it's playing in the background, like whatever you want to do, we want to like harness your creativity, right? Like this isn't just like a Google form that you fill out or, you know, like answer a bunch of questions. Like if you want to go on and live stream, if that's something that you're good at, right? Like if you want to show yourself building, we're going to put all that information out there, and we're going to link whatever we can onto the Uplift blog. So look out for that in the coming, you know, week or two. Once this journey series starts to level off, and we've been doing like 2 or 3 of these episodes a day. We're probably gonna, you know, because we had a lot to catch up on, but we're probably gonna try to extend them to a little bit more manageable time for the streamers. If we can, Cowie, because I'm kind of tired. There's a lot going on in here.
Yeah, we talked about that, like maybe doing some Asian times as well, where people can watch live in Asia, but then people can catch up with it later on anyway. And yeah, maybe just a little bit less than like 2 or 3 a day, because can be tiring.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. Yeah, you gotta pace yourself for sure.
It's funny because I was talking to a guy about like one of our episodes the other day, and it was hilarious. And I said, dude, I'd love to continue this conversation, but I really have to go to sleep because I have to get out for a real world job tomorrow. And he's like, I don't even see how that's possible. You're on here all the time. I'm like, yeah, might be. Luckily, I work online a lot, you know, with my other jobs and stuff too. But basically, we want to. Corey and I have been joking about this for a while, but like we want to be like the Ready Player One Truman Show, essentially, with the Uplift World. We want to have content coming out all the time, not because, you know, we need content to be streaming all the time, but there's so many amazing builds, so many awesome things that people are building that nobody is seeing.
Right.
And if we go back to what our good friend Jonah said on one of our early streams when we were just kind of starting out, he said, you know, he used to love Minecraft, and he used to come in here, but like, you know, nobody ever saw what he was doing. And we have this opportunity with the metaverse now, with all of these different worlds, with all of these like different you know, schematics that go in, whether it's creative, whether it's survival, all of these really interesting things to be able to showcase this all. So we're having growing pains with this bottleneck, but eventually, you know, we would love to basically get you addicted to all the awesome builds that are in here, because we already are. So it'd be really good to push that forward, right?
All right, hey guys, we got the sync, so. I think. Do we? Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Corey and I are gonna peace out. But Cowie, feel free to continue on if you want with.
I can stay around. We can have a little bit of a chat. And
Lisa, Michael, love you guys. EOS USA. I will let you know the second that we start releasing that, and maybe even sooner, so we can start playing around with the punch sign. Get there.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we haven't actually seen the other plot that you guys have as well, if you guys want to go there.
Say that again, Lisa.
Oh, sorry, what?
Sorry, you can say that again. I think I cut you off.
Were you saying something?
No, I was just saying that we haven't actually visited the other plot you guys have, I think, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's anything there yet. That got put on hold.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait until it gets built. But
all right, fair enough.
Builders that want to come help, let me know. Okay. But thanks. I got to head out too. But thanks so much for hosting us. Michael, appreciate everything you do as always. It looks fabulous. The Robotron is just incredible. Looking forward to more in that in the future.
All right, awesome. Thanks for coming to the show as well. I appreciate you saving the time to do it.
Yeah, definitely always a pleasure, and definitely have to do it again.
All right, I'm definitely up for that. Like I mean, there's so much going on with all of that you guys are involved that there's space for more. So, is there anything else that you guys want to say as well about your project or announcements or anything? Feel free. Like this space is for you guys as well.
I'll need to go first.
So, well, yeah, I mean, I mainly want to thank all of the communities. As a member of the community, obviously I've come from KROWN, but now involved in Alien World. The communities have been just fabulous in terms of gameplay and promoting the project and creating things in the metaverse that are engaging for all the explorers. So I know the founders talk about this all the time and in interviews and such, but since a lot of the communities do watch this show, I just wanted to extend that gratitude out to the communities for helping to make Alien World the #1 blockchain game ever. And look forward to the next 6 months with everyone.
Awesome. That's good stuff. What about you, Michael? Anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, like I say, as you can see, that we try to work with all the projects that we can around the ecosystem. So encourage anybody that, has land that may need builds or has a project that, they've already built out, maybe has NFTs to make, rain on folks. We're trying to provide a lot of these services to do the nerd for projects so they can focus on, their art or their vision more so than trying to figure out, the ones and zeros. So EOS USA Games is always here to help out and happy to try to figure out any way that we can to help all these projects. Because if one succeeds, we all succeed, right? So
yeah, that's super true, and I really appreciate it because both of you guys are particularly people that help out a lot, in many things in this space, right? Not just one project, but lots of places, So I just want to say that I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for coming on. And I guess like we'll definitely have to schedule this another time as well again. But just have a good day where you guys are, because for me it's already night, and we'll catch up soon.
Okay.
All right, looking forward to it, my man.
Good. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.
See ya.
Okay, and it seems like we hadn't finished it, so for whoever is still here, see you guys later.